What's going on, guys? Pods with Lethal Performance here. Yesterday we released a video showcasing the Morimoto XB LED headlights for the 2018 and up Mustang GT. Today, as promised, we're going to show you guys how to install them. No matter what year S550 you have, you're definitely going to have to take off the bumper in order to swap out the headlights. So as always, step one, let's get this hood up. Alright, so the first step of this, we're going to want to take off this radiator cover right here, and there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 little push pins. So let's get those removed. And with those 8 push pins removed, this comes right off. Next step, you're going to want to take off these bolts right here. You're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 millimeter bolts, and then you're going to have 2 5.5 millimeter bolts here. The owner of this vehicle already took these off, so making my job simple. Alright, so next step, we're going to tackle the 10 millimeter bolts that hold the bumper on each side. So depending on which side you work, you're going to want to turn the wheel inward. So here we're on the driver's side, we're going to want to turn the wheels towards the passenger side, and we're going to pull the inner fender well out, which should expose this tab right here, and this is going to have 2 10 millimeter bolts which are holding the bumper on. You're going to want to remove these on each side of the car, and then we'll move on to the next step. Can be a little tricky, but once you loosen them up, you can just get your socket in there and remove them by hand. There's one. And there's 2. And that's going to allow you to pull the bumper off each side. All right, now we're over here on the passenger side. We're going to do the same thing. And once you get them loose, you're just going to want to get back in there, and you can just twist them off, just like the other side. Simple as that, just like the other side. 2 10 millimeters. All right, next step. All right, so I got my buddy Travis here, who's actually the owner of the car, and all we're going to do now, once we've released the radiator support and we have the 2 10 millimeter clips on each side, now you're just able to peel the bumper off. And what we're going to do is we're going to release this side, that side's already released, and we're going to peel the top off. So let's go slowly. You got yours off.
There we go.
So at this point we haven't released anything on the bottom, because really you don't have to. Once you undo these top ones, you can just lay this down, and that gives us quick and easy access to the headlight bolts. Alright, so last step, once you get the bumper peeled off, you're going to have a 13 millimeter right here on the side, and you're going to have a 10 millimeter right here, and a 10 millimeter right here. So let's get those removed. Once you get the 13 millimeter removed and the 2 10 millimeters removed, the light should just be able to slide forward, just like that. And you're going to unclip the main harness. And that's it. Once you get those removed, you're going to want to get the new headlight right here and plug in the rear main harness. Once it's plugged in, slide this puppy right in there. Alright, once the headlight's in there, you're going to want to grab your 2 10 millimeters and the 13 millimeter that you removed and reinstall those. Alright, That takes care of the passenger side. All right, moving on to the driver's side, it's gonna be the same thing as the passenger side. You're gonna have a 10 millimeter right here. You're gonna have a 10 millimeter right here, and the 13 millimeter on the side. So let's get started. And now here we got the last 13 millimeter bolt on the side. Let's get this one off. And that's it. And just like the other one, the headlight should just slide out. Slides right out. Undo the main harness. And that's it. All right, now when you're reinstalling them, again, just like before, grab the main harness, plug it in, and slide her back in. Grab your 10 millimeter from before. There we go. Got the two 10 millimeters in. Now we're going to put the last 13 millimeter in on the side. All right, now we can put the bumper back on. All right, so now the install process is the same as taking it off, just reverse. So let's put this bumper back on. Want to get the top, make sure the sides are in. All right, attaching the sides of the bumper are really easy. You're just going to want to take out the clip, and you're going to want to install the side, make sure that it's flush, and then you just slide this entire clip up. Right there. Grab your two 10 millimeter nuts and put these back on. All right, next step, you're going to want to put your 8 millimeter screws back in. And last step, you're going to want to get your radiator shroud. Place it back in there and put these push pins back in. All right, and once you get your radiator shroud installed, last step is to latch up the hood and enjoy. Now we're going to cycle on what the headlights look like. The first click is going to be your DRLs, and the second click is going to be your headlights. The high beams will not work unless the car is on, and we'll demonstrate those now. Alright guys, and that's how you install the Morimoto XP LED headlights on a 2018 and up Mustang GT. If you enjoy instructional videos like this or want to see something else featured, comment down below and let us know. If you have any questions, give us a call back at 561-753-8105 or send us an email at support@lethalperformance.com. Thanks for watching.